Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Hero Talks. In this episode, we will discuss with Dr. Chhaya. Hello and welcome back once again, Dr. Chhaya.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good sir, doing excellent. And I would like to know your personal views, sir, or your personal philosophy in regards to personal transformation or personal development. What is your belief, sir? What is your philosophy about it?
So, personally speaking, if I'll really tell you how I came into this, which I've already, of course, explained in the other episodes, my thinking is that if you have a positive mindset, you can really go to any extent in your life, you can grow as much as you can. So, not remaining in your comfort zone, but coming out of the box. And once you are able to do that the first time, every time, the next time is always easier because you're already experienced doing that. So my view of it is that you should also remain in the personal positive attitude to get more and more people who are positive to come into your life, and your growth becomes easier. Now, if you want to live an abundant life, as I said, abundance is something which is always there. It will always remain. Even if you take away abundance from that abundance, there is going to be abundance. So that is my personal thinking and my personal view about why people should really change into a positive mindset.
Sir, in our previous episode, we have discussed about consistency in taking action and doing things consistently. So how do you, or what would you say to people who face challenges and in being consistent, in taking consistent action or decisions? How do you help them?
So personal challenges are something which need to be known first for the person. We should have a one-to-one discussion with that person so that we know exactly he comes out with everything. Give him a chance to say whatever he wants to. And once we know about his challenges, then we can tell him that what is it that he should do when he's there in that position and he wants to overcome all those challenges. Overcoming challenges is something which you need to really work on in a practical manner, easy manner, and continue doing that. Because there are so many times it happens that if you remove one of the challenges, another couple of challenges also get removed and resolved automatically. Right. So it's like that table and chair, the legs of the table. So if you remove one of them, the other also go away. That is how it works. So this is where you should be able to really consistently to work on it by doing your self-affirmations, by doing meditations, and by doing certain other exercises, that is, very, very simple exercises which I will explain to you, that if you do that, you are able to remain focused in what you are doing, and that will really resolve all your challenges. And then you will start going forward in your life.
Sir, you have coached a lot of people. You might have helped a lot of people transform their lives through coaching. So in your experience, what are the major or common mistakes which a lot of people make? Or let's say what are the common pitfalls or common mistakes people should be aware of when they are on a journey to transform their lives?
First of all, they should make a decision that they want to transform themselves. Okay. It starts with that. And after making the decision, they should be ready to sit down with the mentor one-to-one and start using his ideas, his experiences, his knowledge to transform your own self. Because people, first of all, what they do is first they do not know whether they need a transformation. That is where their paradigm starts working initially. And then when we ask them and find out what his challenges are, that time the person comes out with his own challenges, and then he really recognizes that these are the challenges that I should work on. The second problem is finance. Always people first feel that why should I spend money on this?
Oh, yes.
It is not necessary. But tell me one thing, how much have you spent on your own growth over your number of years that you are today? You should first see that. And is it necessary? what is going to be the compensation if you do this? What is going to be your return on investment? To what extent? What is the percentage? It will be more than 200, 300% return on investment. That is how the people get transformed. Once they get that idea into their mind, then transformation becomes easy for them, because then they are open to it. See, if you are too learned, you feel that you don't want to learn.
Right.
And if you're not too learned, then if you feel that I don't have much of knowledge, you feel that I can't learn.
Right.
So these are the two types of people. We need to show them this center path. That whether you are learned or not learned, you need to keep an open mind and start learning and start growing in life. Automatically things will happen for them.
You have mentioned two very valid points, sir. One is finding a mentor. The other one is investing in your own personal development. Fantastic, sir. Fantastic. So what would you say to people who talk about setting goals and achieving ambitious dreams? So how do you maintain a balance between achieving ambitious goals but at the same time being realistic about your goals?
Yeah. So that's it. See, that is why people think, that if I have some very big goal, it is not achievable. How can I achieve such a big goal? I am not really capable of doing that, or I am not really worthy of it.
Right.
But when I said in the very first episode of mine, the worthy ideal, what is a worthy ideal? So that itself solves this problem, and that itself answers the question that you are looking at some ideal which is worthy, right? So when it is worthy, naturally it is going to be easily achievable. So once you start working on the worthy ideal, then there is no question that you are not. You will what? How will you go about and do this? Because how is as it is not in your mind. Simply look at that goal or desire that you are, or the worthy ideal that you have seen at your meditative level, which we called it as goal C. If you look at that, start working from upside down and impress it in your inside, and then work from inside out. That is what they have to do, and that's very simple once you start doing it practically. There are different ways to do it. There are different tips, different activities that you need to do, and once you start doing on that, which will be shared in the course in different ways, in different lessons, we can simply go ahead and remain consistent in doing it. So automatically you will start reaching. And of course, there are going to be serendipitous events taking place, some hunches or some signs or something which will come on your when you're in your daily routine. That is what you need to work on. Immediately take an inspired action. Like suppose if you're standing in the cashier's queue, waiting for your card to get taken through that, and somebody comes running in the opposite direction and bangs at you or hits you or brushes you, and you turn around, and then at the back you see some rack of some magazines or something, or some newspapers, and you find that something written on that, and immediately you get an idea that this is what I was looking for. This is the solution. See, this is how things happen. And then when you start working on that, considering that particular thing that you saw on that rack, immediately you will start going further, because that is how the universe works.
Right.
It goes on, giving you the dots. Sometimes you may even feel that you are going backwards. But no, it's not taking you backwards. You are not going backwards. It's taking you backwards to move forward.
Right.
This is how it is. These are all the universal laws. You can't change them, and they have a bird. It has a bird's eye view. What we have is just so much
narrow view.
They have the full view, right?
In the process of achieving your goals or dreams or personal transformation, obstacles or challenges are inevitable. So there are it's very likely for people to face a downfall or get a major setback. So how do you what do you suggest to people to be mentally resilient so that they don't give up and overcome the challenges and face the obstacles to achieve their dreams or achieve their goals and become successful?
See, obstacles and challenges initially are very dreadful when you look at them. And then when you start working on them, they become simpler, they can be resolved. But at any given stage of life, whether you have reached this level, you have reached that higher level, or even the level higher than that, obstacles and challenges will come to you. That is a time when a mentor comes into play. Even today I have a mentor.
Right.
I approach him if I have a challenge. And that mentor then advises me because he has got more experience. He has got more knowledge. That's why he is my mentor. Or that's why he becomes somebody's mentor. It can be anybody. You can have some mentor, I can have some other mentor, somebody else will have some other mentor. It can be anybody. That is the faith that you have in that person who is sharing the knowledge to you and who is giving you the advice or guidance. Positive guidance. There are people who can give you advices just free of cost. Anybody can give you any advice. If you start listening to everybody, you will never move anywhere. Right? So have a mentor, take his guidance and start moving ahead. Only thing is, don't think negative. Okay. See, there are these steps. If you have a worthy ideal in your mind, think only of that worthy ideal. Never let yourself down or feel down. Or think only things which you want in life, not of things what you don't want in life.
Right. So staying positive is the key.
Absolutely.
Right.
So you have to choose the right thoughts. Ultimately it comes with that. That's what thinking into results is all about.
Right.
How to choose the right thought is what the whole program teaches you. And that one thing is what changes your life and transforms you. Then you can accomplish anything you want in your life.
Great.
Once the idea gets into your brain, gets impressed into it.
Sir, in your experience, or there might be a situation where somebody truly wants to transform, but again they are very resistant to change. They are not willing to change their habits or their paradigms. They want to be transformed, but they are not cooperative or ready to change themselves. So how do you help such kind of people?
Well, see, it's like this. Everybody is unique, first of all.
Right.
Okay, everybody has got their own USPs.
Right.
Not all the 5 fingers are the same, even of your own hand.
Yes, absolutely.
So, see, there's one wonderful poetry, One and Only You.
Okay.
Where it says even the specks of the sand on the beach, every speck is different from every other speck of dust or sand. Every leaf on the same tree is different.
Right.
So everybody is different, and everybody has got different paradigms. They have got different habitual behaviors. They have got different thinking processes.
Right.
So what we have to do is, we have to first tell him, okay, are you ready for a change? If that person says, yes, I am ready for the change, simply sit with him for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Sit with him for 30 minutes and tell them, come out with everything what is there. Once the person comes out with everything, then we know where he stands today. In fact, once you get an experience, you will, from his behavior itself, you will know what his thinking process is, what his paradigms are. Because the behavior is one which shows the person's inner side.
Right. So it's reflected in behavior itself.
Yeah. So once you know that, you talk to him accordingly and take him through. He will come out. That is not a challenge for anyone. Once he understands that this is where he should work on, and this is what is challenge, and once it is shown to him that this challenge can be overcome, there is nothing impossible in this planet. It can be done.
Right.
It may take some time.
Yes. You need to have that patience as well.
You have to be patient and persistent and disciplined. That is important.
Right. So one last question, sir. What do you think are the habits a successful person should have, or would you suggest any daily rituals or daily habits for someone to have or inculcate to become successful?
Yes, this is a very wonderful thing, because I follow these rituals daily, doing it for the last 8-10 years now. First of all, before I get up in the morning from the bed, I say these words, that today is the most wonderful day of my life.
Today is the most wonderful day of my life.
What will be the miracle for today?
What will be the miracle for today?
And I am so happy and grateful to live a life of abundance. Then I sit down on the bed and I touch the floor, because the floor is nothing but the earth, and the earth is one which gives you stability.
Yes, yes.
Right? So when I say that is when I am touching it, I say, God bless all, thank you, universe. And I get up. Then I start my day. Not before that. And the evening ritual, before I retire, I say that I am so happy and grateful for all the events, experiences, persons that have come into my reality today. So you are blessing them. And then you start feeling grateful for 10, 12, whatever events or experiences that you have gone through the day. Even for the lunch that you have had, I am so grateful for the wonderful lunch. I am so grateful to the auto driver who brought me safely home.
Right.
I am so grateful to the bank teller who gave me the cash that I wanted in the whatever remuneration that I wanted the bank to give me. I am so grateful to XYZ, the security of my gated community, for guarding our community and for making us peacefully sleep at night in our own apartment. So you can come up with any number of things.
Right, right.
So 10, 12, 14, as many. Be grateful to your family. See, things will change. They will also get those good vibrations then. You are sending out those good vibrations. And after all that, simply say, God bless all, thank you, universe. And the best thing, other thing which I do is, I talk about health and wealth. So I say that I am having a perfectly healthy body and mind, full of energy and vitality, as young as ever, and I am loving every cell of my body. You speak to your cells, they want you to speak to them.
Practicing self-love.
Yes,
Okay.
speak to your cells. Because unless you don't speak to them, they feel left out.
Right, right.
And the cells have got a very, very small life. See, you have so much of cells dying every second of your body, and new cells coming up. In fact, theoretically speaking, and in fact even practically speaking, in about 14 days the whole body changes.
Right, right.
But you have holding certain things in your mind. Disease, oh my God, I have got this disease. That disease remains there for lifelong till the time you don't remove it out of your mind.
Right, right, right.
Throw it away. When you say these sentences that I am healthy and I am loving every cell of my body, your cells will work for you. And you will really start feeling absolutely healthy, energetic, lively, young, whatever be the age.
Right, right.
Whatever be the age. You will not feel tired in your work. And when you are doing something, you will start doing something what you love to do. You will be passionate about it.
Right.
That's all. And after lunch in the afternoon, do a small deepening exercise.
Okay, okay.
Count from 25 to 1 with a pause. 25, 24, 23, with your eyes closed. Then come up to 1 and remain at 1 for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, whatever the time that you want to. You will not even know what time, because when you are already there at that 1, you are at such a deep level of your mind that you are beyond time and space.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable wisdom and insight. It was a great pleasure talking to you all the while.
Thank you very much. I wish everyone all the best. In fact, my mentor, Jose Silva, always says, of course, he is not there, he has passed away in 1997. He said that may the rest of your life be the best of your life.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Shiva. Thank you very much for this.